Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter. In Chicago Business Today, landmark bars. City officials are brewing up a plan to give a group of former Schlitz bars landmark status. The City Commission on Chicago Landmarks today will consider a preliminary recommendation to name the 8 properties as landmarks. They opened more than 100 years ago, these so-called brewery tide houses decorated with distinctive Schlitz globes. Milwaukee breweries like Schlitz, Pabst, and Miller at the time owned and operated their own saloons, with the companies providing all the needs to run a bar. And in exchange, the bar owners would be compelled to sell only that brewer's beer. Popular Lakeview night spot Shuba's Tavern is among those being considered, along with a now Starbucks nearby at Belmont and Levitt. Mac's American Pub on Division Street is also one of the former Schlitz taverns on the list. Property owners tend to resist landmarking measures, which could complicate any physical changes to a business, but owner Thomas McGee isn't that concerned.
I feel sorry for somebody if they wanted to knock it down and build a condo, because it's their property. But I don't have that issue. I'm not going to knock this place down. It was designed as a bar, restaurant. I'm operating it that way, so I have no problem with landmark designation.
Schlitz built the Ukrainian Village Bar at the turn of the last century, one of the dozens the Milwaukee Brewery built in Chicago. With the repeal of Prohibition came laws banning tide houses, and Schlitz eventually sold off all of its taverns. Just about 10 of the original Schlitz structures remain, according to the website Chicago Bar Project. And Jim Peters, president of Landmarks Illinois, says they represent some of the great architecture in Chicago neighborhoods.
When you think of neighborhood buildings, you think of banks, churches, maybe schools, and then residences. This is in between somewhere. This is really great architecture. Some of them look like Bavarian castles in miniature. Some of them look like churches. They have all sorts of Baroque styles and Queen Anne, so they're very lavish, and it's very interesting that a common building type, a corner saloon, was so lavishly treated architecturally.
The process for designating something a landmark could take up to 2 years, ending with a city council vote on the proposal. Well, that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. For more on this story, be sure to check out chicagobusiness.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.